on CTV News at 5.
AI data centers can use as much water as a 50,000 person city.
Power problem. AI's benefits come with a hefty environmental impact.
Very big, nicely lit up. First time, obviously, checking it out.
More selection and space. Nova Scotia opens its biggest liquor store yet. Teacher tribute, a musical family starts a scholarship fund. And win winter wheels. We're giving away 3 sets of hand-cooked tires, 1 to each maritime province.
Scattered flurries and showers for the region tonight as chilly November weather continues.
Live from the Maritimes News Center, this is CTV News at 5.
Good evening. Happy Monday. Welcome to CTV News at 5. I'm Maria Pano-Palace. Thank you for joining us. First at 5 tonight, power problem. Artificial intelligence has been hailed as the next great technological leap, but powering those massive AI systems comes at a cost, both financial and environmental. Here in the Maritimes, a proposed data center in the St. John area has been met with concern and questions. As CTV's Hafsa Arif explains, the benefits of AI are great, but so is the growing footprint on the planet.
From writing your emails to generating images to editing full videos, behind the ease of a prompt, AI systems require an enormous demand on power.
It requires electricity and it requires cooling. So it can do a lot of things in terms of creating synthetic content, but it comes with a big bill.
It isn't just financial. Water use inside data centers has increased, and few people realize just how intense that consumption is.
Large-scale AI data centers can use as much water as a 50,000 person city. So that's the amount of water it can consume, particularly when they use evaporative cooling systems.
Researchers say even smaller AI models can drain significant amounts of power.
A medium-sized large language model trained in 2019 costed enough energy to power 3 American households for a year.
And the bigger the model, the higher the cost.
That's why a lot of data centers are requiring a new energy sources. They are also looking places where the energy is easily available, or even they are setting up their own energy centers.
In parts of rural America where many centers are built, Shipley says groundwater is already being strained. And while Atlantic Canada isn't home to major facilities yet, the energy demands of these systems aren't slowing down.
They're estimating that, left unchecked, the AI rush that we're in, the gold rush, could actually add the equivalent of 5 to 10 million cars in North America carbon output. Researchers
say AI doesn't have to be harmful if companies and governments move now to rein in energy use and invest in greener training methods. In the meantime, as the global AI race accelerates, so do the environmental stakes. Hafsa Arif, CTV News, Halifax.
So much change so quickly. That actually brings us to tonight's web poll. We are asking, how concerned are you about the environmental impact of artificial intelligence? You've got 3 options: very concerned, somewhat concerned, or not concerned. Just go to ctvnewsatlantic.ca to weigh in and to see the latest poll results. All right, heading over to the anchor desk now, where Todd Battis is standing by with a look at the headlines. Hi, Todd.
Hi there, Maria. A weekend ground search for Lily and Jack Sullivan turned up things like a child's T-shirt, a blanket, and a tricycle. But police suggest none offers clues to the disappearance of the siblings. Search organizers say it's disappointing, but the results are still useful, and we will hear more from them at 6 o'clock. A head-on collision on Dartmouth's busy circumferential highway sent 2 people to hospital with serious injuries. It happened at around 6:15 this morning near the Micmac Mall exit off Highway 111. The crash apparently happened when one car was traveling in the wrong direction on the divided highway. We will get the latest details in your newscast. New Brunswick is aiming to be a leader in MS treatment. It will be the first province outside Ontario to do a blood test that will allow clinicians to better treat MS patients. CTV's Laura Brown has the details at 6 o'clock, and right now, meteorologist Kayla Mitchell has details of the, well, let's call it the first real taste of winter this year, and schools closed in much of western and northern New Brunswick.
Yeah, that was the case as that weather system arrived basically Sunday into Monday. There were some areas in the northwest New Brunswick that reported some snowfall totals up to around 15 centimeters or so. That's typically my marker for the first significant snowfall of the season. There were other parts of the Maritimes, both last night and today, that picked up some snowfall amounts ranging from a coating up to around a few to several centimeters locally. There was, of course, some melting with that snow on the ground as temperatures were above the freezing mark, air temperatures that is. And they remain that way for the first part of this evening, though it is chilly out there. Right now, temperatures between 1 and 5 degrees. And you can especially feel that chill in the air with those somewhat gusty west winds that are blowing across the region. The winds right now are being sustained in a lot of cases between 15 and 30 kilometers per hour. Though higher than that for some coastal areas, especially around the southwestern coastline of Nova Scotia. We're at Briar Island right now. There's a sustained wind at 57 and a gust there near 69 kilometers per hour. Up the eastern shore of Nova Scotia as well. That exposed weather station at Beaver Island is reporting a wind gust near 78 kilometers per hour. Now, what's left of basically this mixture of snow and rain around the region will continue to wind down or ease to some scattered showers and flurries as we move through this evening and tonight. There may be a couple spotty showers or flurries left in the region for tomorrow, though the center of this low pressure system is beginning to move away from us. I'll have more of the details on Tuesday's forecast when I come back a little bit later on. Maria.
Thank you very much, King. Speaking of the taste of winter, still ahead, we'll find out how to win a set of winter tires just in time for the season. Our Coast Winter Wheels contest is back. We are also working on these stories.
I'm Derek Hagan in Moncton. Coming up on CTV News at 5, the Moncton Fire Department is celebrating their 150th anniversary this month with an exhibit here at Resurgo Place Museum. Coming up after the break, the fire chief will give us a bit of an idea what it was like being a firefighter 150 years ago.
I'm Jonathan McInnes in Dartmouth at the newest NSLC store in the province. 20,000 square feet of product is now open to the public. We'll show you what's on the shelves later on CTV News at 5.
Welcome back. The rainy weather Sunday in Halifax may have postponed the North End Business Association's holiday market, but that didn't stop all the festive fun.
Hello, how are you? Come in.
The Italian Cultural Association of Nova Scotia still held its Shop the Hall Christmas Craft Show. The event was inside and out of the rain and featured a collection of arts and crafts as well as a variety of Italian food and drinks. All proceeds from the event go back into supporting programs put on by the Italian Association.
We're here to celebrate and have a wonderful day with Shop the Halls. It's our Christmas, our holiday market.
And it's an awesome time. It's the third time we've done it. And it's just a way that we can really get community in our doors so that people can see what our talented artists that we have in the community here have to offer as well.
Oh, very nice, everybody. And by the way, the North End Business Association's full holiday market will take place next Sunday. That's November 23rd. All right, on to our next story here. The Nova Scotia Liquor Corporation opened a new store today. As CTV's Jonathan McInnes shows us tonight, the size of the Dartmouth location provides a greater selection of local products and options and stuff you won't find anywhere else.
The Nova Scotia Liquor Corporation operates more than 170 stores province-wide, and this is the biggest one.
It's very nice, very big, nicely lit up. First time, obviously, checking it out.
There's a little over 20,000 square feet in the former Bed Bath & Beyond store in Dartmouth Crossing. The cold room alone is bigger than the entirety of some of the corporation's other stores.
Corner we live in Dartmouth. All we had around the corner was like just small liquor stores and all of that. So I'm just glad this one opened and everything.
We have a lot of selections that we haven't seen in the other stores.
The extra space not only means an expanded assortment of products from around the world, there are some that won't be found anywhere else in the province, like this $20,000 bottle of scotch.
We want shoppers in the area to feel like this is their store. It's bright, the aisles are wide, it's all about convenience and discovery for our shoppers.
Plans for the store have been in the works for more than a year. The location was chosen for the amount of traffic drawn to the area.
The surrounding areas are growing. And we also understand that this is a destination for a lot of Nova Scotians. When they come to this area, this is where they come to do their shopping.
One thing customers won't find on the shelves is American booze, as the province is still boycotting products from south of the border in response to U.S. tariffs on Canada. A bigger cannabis section is also part of the plan, but won't be available until December. Jonathan McGuinness, CTV News, Dartmouth.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm not going to be picking up that $20,000 bottle of scotch anytime soon. Anytime, though, that I've needed advice for, like, say, a bottle of wine to bring over to a dinner, they've always been on point.
Isn't that great?
At the NSLC. Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, you know who gives good advice on the weather? You.
Well, I try.
Yeah. So I got to tell you, it was cold today.
Yeah.
Like the coldest it has been so far.
I mean, when I think of cold November days, it's kind of like the weather that we had today.
Yeah.
And it was gray skies. It was a mixture of like rain and snow moving through, accompanied by gusty winds. Seeing some of that cloud cover here at South Bar, Cape Breton. I'll have more on the forecast next.
Welcome back. So a very, very, very popular contest is back. CTV and Coast want to help you get ready for the change of season with our Winter Wheels contest. 3 lucky viewers, 1 from each maritime province, will win Coast Ready for Winter bundle. The prize package includes 4 hand-cooked winter tires, installation, 4-wheel alignment, and a synthetic seasonal maintenance package. To enter, go to ctvatlantic.ca and follow the contest prompts or scan the QR code on your screen right now. You can enter once per day until Saturday at 5 p.m. The winner will be announced on November 28th. Kaylin, what a great day to launch this contest because, well, we're certainly feeling wintry out there today.
Yeah. And we've already had a couple of weather statements, a couple of weather warnings issued in the maritime area in general, just advising people that some of these weather systems have come in with some winter driving conditions. So everybody's probably thinking winter tires at this point in time. You know, those can make all the difference in the world as we get into our winter-like weather here in the Maritimes. Looking out here at Shuby Park, of course, all the leaves down on the ground. No covering of snow there, though, as we take a look at our sunrise and sunset times. On our weather systems map, barometric pressure is lower right now for all 3 maritime provinces, sitting in the 980 millibars, and that's because we are sitting underneath an area of low pressure. Now, barometric pressure is going to be rising a little bit as we make our way through tonight into tomorrow because this low pressure system is going to lift up and move to a position over Labrador, though it does have a little trough trailing in behind it. It's going to keep some cloud cover around and a chance of some spotty showers and flurries. I know that type of mixture of snow and rain today was a little bit more widespread. It's going to become more spotty in nature as we move through tonight and tomorrow. In fact, that's already happening here on radar. You can see the colors there, the blues and the greens, starting to become a little bit more broken up around the region. Taking a look at our forecast timeline for cloud cover and precipitation. So that process will continue as we make our way through this evening and towards midnight. By the time we get to midnight tonight, that's when we should be down to basically a 30% chance of a shower or flurry for any given community in the Maritimes, except a higher chance still around the east of Prince Edward Island and areas of Cape Breton because of that west wind, that colder west wind coming in over those open ocean waters of the Gulf of St. Lawrence. Cloudy periods for tonight. It is going to be on the chilly side. Expect a chilly, somewhat blustery start to the day on Tuesday and chilly and blustery in the afternoon. The overall temperature, the overall wind very similar to today, just with the lower chance of seeing some precipitation. Taking a look at the winds in the forecast, they remain out of the west as we move through tonight and for tomorrow. And tomorrow's wind gusts 30 to 40 kilometers per hour across much of New Brunswick, as high as 50 kilometers per hour at times for Prince Edward Island, and gusts between 30 and 50 kilometers per hour for areas of Nova Scotia. Low temperatures in the region for tonight in New Brunswick will be mostly falling down to around or a degree or 2 below the freezing mark. Careful about any wet surfaces around. Possible that they could turn a little bit icy. For Prince Edward Island tonight, most of the low temperatures will be in the range of around 1 to 3 degrees. And for Nova Scotia tonight as well, the low temperatures between 1 and 3. The odd area in the interior of Nova Scotia and up in the Cape Breton Highlands could get down to freezing. High temperatures in the forecast for tomorrow. For Tuesday, they're going to be between 3 and 5 degrees for New Brunswick. That is seasonable for that province, but a little bit below the averages for mid-November for both Charlottetown and Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia for tomorrow, with high temperatures between 4 and 6 degrees. Looking forward to the middle of the week coming up on Wednesday. Should see a little bit more sunshine in the region compared to today and to tomorrow. Call it more of a mix of sun and cloud. Temperatures may come up a few degrees degrees because of that. Highs for New Brunswick, 3 to 5 degrees, near 4 again for Charlottetown and Prince Edward Island. And for Nova Scotia, the high temperatures coming up between 6 and 8. All right, let's take a look at our weather watcher for tonight. And tonight's weather watcher is coming in from Malaya. And Malaya has sent us a drawing of a great forecast weather icon here. This would be something that I would use on one of my graphics. And this one is sunny with a chance of some clouds, or what I would call partly cloudy, or a mix of sun and cloud. Thank you so much. If you would like to be one of our weather watchers, then come into CTV Weather Watchers, P.O. Box 1653, Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3J2Z4, or email kaylin.mitchell@bellmedia.ca. Maria.
Thank you, Kaylin. So the Moncton Fire Department and the city have teamed up to celebrate 150 years of the profession. CTV's Derek Haggett has more on the legacy of the Hub City's firefighters.
From volunteers with horse-drawn wagons to a highly trained force of over 100 men and women, the Moncton Fire Department has come a long way.
From literally bucket brigades to now the technology of electric pumps and electric panels to put foam on a fire.
The department is celebrating its 150th anniversary with the More Than Fire's 150 Years of Service exhibit at Resurgo Place Museum. It all started in November 1875 when a group of citizens decided to grab some steel buckets and help their city.
They didn't understand the science behind fire. They didn't understand the potential health risk. They just did what they had to do to put the fire out.
The display features a variety of new and old equipment and interactive challenges so visitors can see what it's like to be a firefighter. The museum worked closely with the department to put it all together.
They loaned us a lot of things, some equipment, some uniforms. They even came in and helped us dress the mannequins correctly, which we would not have been able to do, really.
It's been a big hit with kids, but current and past firefighters have also stopped by.
One of them actually came in, really enjoyed the exhibition experience, and came back to loan us a beautiful painting that he did on the history of firefighting.
As for firefighters of the past, Landry was able to shed a little light on why so many had such massive mustaches.
Way back, a little history is that firefighters used to have big mustache, a lot bigger than mine, to filter the smoke. Now we have breathing apparatus.
The exhibit runs until the end of November. Derek Haggett, CTV News, Moncton.
Isn't that new information? The mustache, amazing. All right, we're going to take a break. Here's a preview of our final story of the night.
I'm Ryan McDonald in Sydney, where a brand new scholarship fund is being launched in honor of a well-known Sydney family that has been teaching music to students here for generations. The story is coming up.
Mornings with Aaron and Peter.
Move family, make plans to spend every morning with us from 5:30 to 10.
We promise to start your day with a smile and feeling great about what's ahead.
Welcome back. The second annual Halifax Latin Food Festival was back this weekend.
I'm serving a specialty from my province in South Brazil called Entrevero.
The festival provided a great opportunity for people to get out of the rain and wind. It featured live music, authentic food from Latin vendors, and brought the community together, too.
It's special because it's all women-led, all businesses that are local businesses, food entrepreneurs, crafts entrepreneurs, and they came to Halifax, and now they are starting their businesses. They are thriving in the community. They are part of this vibrant, diverse community, and the event is all about that.
Oh, excellent. The Halifax Latin Food Festival took place at the Halifax Brewery Market, and as you can see, was a huge success. Under our final story of the evening now, a family of music teachers in Sydney is being honored through a scholarship fund. As CTV's Ryan McDonald shows us, the project got off the ground after one of the beloved teachers passed away not too long ago.
It's been a difficult few months for Margaret Fraser since her sister Catherine, a well-known Sydney piano teacher for decades, died of complications from kidney failure back in June.
She was far too young and had far
had so much more to give.
The Frasers have for generations been a family of music teachers, including Margaret's mother, Rosemary, who passed away in 2018, and her father, Peter, who at 86 is now retired. Now, Margaret Fraser is helping head up an annual scholarship fund in honor of her parents and sister. The goal is to raise $100,000 for people who want to study music in university and come back home to teach in the Atlantic provinces.
Ideally, if we were able to raise more money than that, it would be lovely to be able to provide somebody with full tuition.
Kevin Orrell took lessons from both Peter and Catherine Fraser. He says the family's passion for teaching makes it easy for former students like himself to contribute to the cause.
The family has had a very significant legacy in Sydney. They have been responsible for literally thousands of people that have learned music.
And this family's dedicated their entire life to music teaching.
Kelly Rice was a longtime friend of Catherine Fraser's and a former student of Rosemary's. He sees this as a timely tribute to his lifelong pal.
She wasn't somebody who sort of put herself forward. She put her students forward. She always thought about them.
I'm able to do that because it turns out Catherine Fraser was my piano teacher for more than a decade, and though it's been 25 years since then, I can personally attest that Catherine was more than just a music teacher to me. She was a mentor and certainly a friend. So far, about $15,000 has been committed to the scholarship fund. As for how Margaret's sister might feel about this,
I think she'd be astonished that people are considering giving money in her memory, but I think she'd also be tickled pink.
Looking to turn a recent loss into something that hits the right note. Ryan McDonald, CTV News, Sydney.
What a lovely way to keep the memory alive and to honor each and every one of them. How beautiful. And Ryan, what a well-told story, and good job on the ivories there.
Some memory in his fingers still, for sure. While the forecast probably not going to be music to too many people's ears out there. We are stuck in with some chilly November weather as we move throughout this week. Only interrupted at the end of the week when it looks like another round of rain is going to arrive. So I'll be talking more of that CTV News at 6.
We'll see you and Todd at 6. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. The national news is next.